From the ashes of civil war rose a young man destined to build the world's first superstate.
At Actium, Octavian crushed his rivals, securing dominion over Rome and the known world. Rome hailed him as savior, the man who would heal the Republic by ending it.
In 27 BCE, Octavian became Augustus, first emperor of Rome, master of peace through power.
Augustus replaced chaos with order. Governors, laws, legions bound the world to Rome. He found a city of brick and left it clad in marble. His personal army, the Praetorians, guarded both emperor and absolute power.
The Pax Romana was peace maintained by the shadow of legions.
Every person, every coin, every grain counted. The empire measured itself. Augustus became more than man, symbol of divine rule and eternal Rome. Behind marble serenity lay a family entangled in politics, betrayal, and succession.
Through diplomacy, not war, he avenged Rome's past defeats.
Have I played my part well?
The first emperor died as he lived, in control of the final act. Augustus transformed chaos into empire. His system would guide rulers for 1,000 years. Dromesis. In 41 CE, a quiet scholar named Claudius was pulled from the shadows and crowned emperor. Behind his timid smile lay a strategist, Thers. Claudius expanded Roman law, giving new rights. In 43 CE, Claudius achieved what Julius Caesar could not, the conquest of Britain. Despite his victories, the court saw him as a fool, Koth, the joke emperor who didn't realize he ruled a world.
But in Rome, power never slept, and Claudius's wife, Agrippina, dreamed of a crown for her son.
At just 17, Nero ascended the throne, Phrosis, Rome's golden boy with a poet's heart and a serpent's ambition.
He fancied himself an artist, a god of performance.
Mother and son Tade, once allies, now rivals for the same throne.
When warnings failed, Nero chose murder. His mother drowned in a plot only Rome could imagine. In the summer of 64 CE, fire consumed the heart of the empire, and Nero became legend for all the wrong reasons. To hide his guilt, Nero found new enemies, the Christians, blamed and burned as the empire's scapegoats. While his people rebuilt their homes, Nero built a palace of gold, a monument to obsession. Even Rome's Senate, long silent under fear, began to stir, whispers of rebellion against a living god. Abandoned by his guards and the Senate, the Emperor of Flame met his end not in battle, but in silence.
What an artist dies in me.
And with that whisper, Nero, Rome's fire-born emperors, burned out forever.
In 98 CE, from the distant frontiers of Hispania, a soldier rose Drat, Trajan. Under Trajan, Rome marched beyond its limits, into Dacia, where mountains bled gold and kings defied Rome's will. Trajan's legions crushed resistance, seizing Dacial's gold crozet, funding monuments that would immortalize his name. In triumph, Trajan paraded victory through Rome Phros, the empire richer, larger, prouder than ever before. With war spoils, he built wonders, a forum so vast it dwarfed all before it, crowned by a column that told his conquests in stone.
Hadrian was no conqueror, but a builder, Malthus, raising temples that still defy time.
Through architecture, he sought eternity and found it.
Unlike any before him, Hadrian roamed his empire placid, a philosopher in sandals, uniting East and West through understanding.
Even emperors broke, and Hadrian's heart cracked beneath the weight of loss.
Trajan built an empire of conquest. Hadrian built one of culture. Together, they gave Rome its eternal form.
In 161 CE, Rome was ruled not by a conqueror or tyrant, but by a philosopher, Marcus.
Between battles and storms, he wrote Romanempire, thoughts that would outlive even the empire itself. A plague swept the empire, killing millions, yet the emperor stayed among his people, refusing comfort while his empire gasped for breath. The philosopher was forced to become a warrior on courage, defending civilization from the wild storms beyond Rome's borders.
To his men, he was not a god, Tinti, but a leader who fought beside them.
He could have crushed them, but chose mercy. For he believed strength meant restraint. Even within his empire, ambition never slept. His own general crowned himself emperor in Syria. He forgave the families of his enemies, for the philosopher's justice was tempered with compassion.
In the cold north, the last good emperor of Rome took his final breath, Flana, and the empire changed forever.
235 CE. Emperor Severus Exomops.
In less than 50 years, more than 20 emperors will rise, hate, most murdered by their own men.
Ave Imperator.
Civil war becomes the new normal. Roman kills Roman for the crown of a dying empire.
The empire bleeds money. Silver coins are melted, mixed with copper. Inflation devours the market.
The plague returns, killing millions. Gods fall silent as despair spreads faster than disease.
Aurelian Pain, the restorer of the world, defeats chaos.
306 CE. The frontier whispers a new name.
The empire is divided again, hey. Many claim the throne.
Constantine claims a vision, a cross of light and the words, "In this sign, you shall conquer." The gods of marble watch in silence as a new faith walks beneath their temples.
313 CE, the Edict of Milan ends centuries of persecution. Christianity becomes legal within the empire.
330 CE current Storia. On the edge of Europe and Asia, Constantine builds a new Rome, 325 CE. The emperor gathers the church to defend its truth. From division, doctrine is born. In his final hour, the soldier becomes a saint, baptized into the faith he once questioned.
From Jupiter's thunder to the cross of Christ,